It's your boy Cherry Speed. Before we get into these stuff, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all that good jazz, guys. If you guys are a big fan of Teen Wolf, man, let your boy know in the comments below, man, because this movie right here was absolutely crazy. I know you guys cannot see me. My camera's messed up, but I had to get this out to you guys one way or another. So that being said, guys, let's get right into it, guys. Teen Wolf the movie. My goodness. Guys, it starts off so freaking good, man. I can't even argue with you guys. It was so great to see everybody back together in the OG cast, you know what I'm saying? And just to let you guys know, it is spoilers ahead. If anyone has not seen the movie, go please watch it on Paramount Plus or however the heck you guys want to watch it. Go watch it before you even watch this dang video. Because it was just that good to me. 2 hours and 19 minutes is good enough for damn me, guys. Now, you guys also don't know, they also have a new series called Wolfpack. So go check that out as well. Shout out to Jeff, Tyler Posey, and everyone, all the good OG and all the cast of the Teen Wolf. You guys did an excellent job. Love you all. Now, guys, we start off, you know, we guys see our boy Liam and his new girl, I guess his girlfriend or whatever, his partner, Hikari, who happens to be a hellhound herself, and who we now come to find out a man in a hood walks up, asks her about this riddle, who to me is controlled by a new Kitsune, you know, a very ancient evil trickster fox. You know what I'm saying? And he walks up to, you know, to Hikari, you know, Japanese spot, and Liam already knows who the heck they are. They already know who he is. You know, Hikari is a hellhound. They might think, okay, he has some business to do with me. So he started rattling off this riddle, you know, which is just right up the Kitsune's alley, you know what I'm saying? You know, all of a sudden they start to get to wrecking, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking my boy Liam's about to die. And yeah, you know, they start fighting. Come to find out, the guy who actually is doing all this is actually none other than Adrian Harris. You know, if you guys have watched Teen Wolf, you'll learn that he was actually the chemistry teacher at Beacon Hills at one point. It was Styles, Lydia, and Scott's chemistry teacher at one point, who was then sacrificed, I think, on part with the damn druid. You know what I'm saying? You know, or whatever the heck that was. So he came back for revenge. Who can blame him? Really was not expecting him to come back though, as the main villain, you know, or the sub, you know, antagonist. You know what I'm saying? And so we learned everyone's kind of moved on. It's been 15 years since the original cast. You know, since they lost to Allison. Allison gets brought back. Christopher Reed reprises the role as Allison. You know, it was really great. Wow, you know, Derek has a son named Eli. You know what I'm saying? Who's a wolf, but he doesn't really necessarily believe that he's a wolf. You know, because I think he's afraid. We come to find he's afraid of being a wolf because, well, you know, one night when Eli was really small, we don't even know who the mother is, by the way. So I hope they answer that in the series, Wolfpack, which I will be doing reviews on whenever I can. I'll get those out to you guys whenever I can. So anyway, you know, we learned that the reason why Eli doesn't think that he's really a wolf in the Hell, you know, the Hell's from the Hell bloodline is because, well, when Eli was really small, Derek fended off a pack of coyotes that tore through the screen door to try to get after Eli, you know, and Derek roared, you know, really loud, got him up out of the house, and looked back at Eli. Eli was terrified. So that actually stuck in Eli's mind for a great period of time, to the point now whenever he becomes a werewolf, he won't really be able to, because that's a mental block right there, you know what I'm saying? Traumatic mental block. From what I can gather from that whole scene and what it was depicted. Eli was very funny, very whimsical. Kind of reminds me of Styles a little bit. That's one thing I would say. We did not get to see Styles in this movie. We did not get to see Dylan O'Brien in this movie. But you know what? His character spirit lived on, you know what I'm saying? I think in Eli in some instances, you know what I mean? Beacon Hills was a showdown once again. Adrian Harris was setting these fires. You know, we see Sarah Strelinsky, you hear him say as he's fighting off the Oni, he was like, yo, I should have freaking retired. We see Mason as one of the deputies. We see Parrish again, who has a thing with Malia, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot, you know, and we saw Allison come back to life. She began to pick off the pack one by one, you know, right just down to the Kitsune's, you know, devilish plans. We actually get to see his face. Really marred. It kind of reminds me of Freddy Krueger if he fused with a naked mole rat. That's what the new Kitsune looks like without his little head wrap or whatever. Unfortunately, Derek Hill did not survive. He ended up sacrificing himself for the greater good. His son having to see that, and he threw Scott right off the stump and said, "Look, Scott, he's a part of your pack now." They have a life celebration for Derek. The movie starts out really pretty much. He starts still in Roscoe the Jeep, from Hale Auto, and Sheriff Zielinski actually ends up giving Eli Roscoe the Jeep after Derek's life was funeral, essentially. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned that, okay, well, Scott actually, not Scott, but Styles actually doesn't talk to his father. I think he's still a part of the FBI, you know what I'm saying? Still up in Langley. But that's cool. So, and then also, we still see Scott still working with Deaton, you know what I'm saying? And that was really cool to see. Jackson came through. Lydia, I guess, is front runner of her own business, but she still has the gift of free writing. She hasn't really streamed in over 15 years because she had a dream that her and Styles and her actually in a car wreck, and he actually ends up dying. So she stopped screaming. She stopped using her powers because of that bad dream. It was a recurring dream, and they actually, she actually left Styles because of that bad dream. And we kind of find out, and it was just such a cool movie, guys. I hope you guys really experience it. Peter comes back through. You see a bit of a competition between Peter and Chris Argent. You also see Allison's mom coming through an illusion, though, to manipulate Allison. But we all know, even though Scott was close to death, he got saved by Allison by getting through to her somehow. Got the wolf's bane about her. But then you kind of find out, it's kind of interesting how, in the very beginning of the movie, Scott actually feels very wistful, because he regrets some of the things in the past. And then come to find out towards the end of the movie, Allison feels that exact same way. But come to find out, they tend to get through. It kind of goes full circle like that. Scott starts off feeling wistful in the very beginning of the movie, and at the end, Allison does. But at this point or another, Scott's going to be there to guide his one true love through it all. Like as I said, Derek unfortunately did not make it out of this movie. Someone from the OG group had to, bite the dust, and it had to be Derek. But I think Derek is still somewhat alive, because when he was burning the new Kitsune with Parrish, going up in smoke, going up in flames, literally with the new Kitsune, his eyes turned the amber dark red that Scott's did. Same, he became it's almost like he became a pure-hearted true alpha. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Derek could possibly still be alive. Who knows? But I'm looking forward to seeing if there's ever a sequel, or maybe that's what Wolfpack is all about. Continuing on the story from the movie. Because I feel like they left on a cliffhanger, because you see Eli at a very cliff in Beacon Hills. He looks back, his eyes glow yellow like a beta, and I think he now is going to be taking charge, forming his own pack. So maybe that's what Wolfpack is about. I'm going to check it out and see what's going down with that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. I love you guys. Have a great one, man. I hope you guys really enjoyed the movie. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video on my review of this. I love y'all, man. Deuces.